Hello and welcome everybody to FAQNew Session 61. Last time you guys diffused a situation with some Luxodon, which was well done. Yeah, it was. Because you didn't get into a fight after Onsha, who turns out to be quite the infamous assassin, took out their leader. And after that, you had a bit of a chat with them, found out some information about what they were supposed to do, learned their names, which I have forgotten, except for one.
I have their names. Hang on.
Bullseye, String, Swash, Buckle, Bruce.
And Bruce. Yeah.
And Bruce. Aye. Yeah. And Bruce, who actually helped out Phane or Justin with their throat leeches by doing a bit of magic. And then you had some more alone time, I guess you could call it, where you discussed your further plans as well as had some heart-to-heart talks amongst each other and with your equipment. And camping close to the destroyed village, which you also... You did build some traps, right?
Yes, we trapped
built a
the thing, but we are not planning to stay.
Yeah, right. So, but you made it a bit easier for the remaining Lockdown to maybe do what they have to do.
Mhm.
I may remember that.
In their death.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
you
they
don't
get
know.
when they get stuck in a
Yeah, we don't know.
bear trap, a wolf trap, whatever that trap was called.
Well, it wasn't called Bear Trap because Zahavah objected.
A wolf trap.
Right. And now you are nearing the morning of the next day because most of that happened at night. You also had a chat with Ansha to potentially hire him for some reconnaissance work. You also found out he doesn't come cheap. For that job he demands 12,000 gold, and in that job you wouldn't even have to kill anybody. So
But we can totally hire him to kill someone. He have that much more money.
We could also just, if he has to kill someone to come back here, will that lower the price? That's what I'm asking.
lower? No.
Hey, he was asked to not kill anybody.
Well, yes, exactly.
Just trying to haggle.
But at the end of the day, that is Dyllan's decision because it's Dyllan's
Yeah,
mum
I
that
think
we're asking
only
about.
Phane
Yeah.
and Felix currently know.
Yeah.
Because that was happening during the night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a midnight.
Midnight meetup.
All right, I guess we will return to when everybody who requires more than 4 hours of rest.
1 point of exhaustion. Do 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 do. No con save. Do 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 do.
Heck yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh, this whole trip has been so.
Mhm.
Stab.
And then stab. Who are you stabbing? You have to finish the thing.
Who am I stabbing?
Yeah.
Who's flying next to me?
I don't know who was lying next to you. You were talking to Felix.
Yeah.
Stab Felix.
There you go. Now it's finished. Great. Well, I guess since we're all up, should we keep moving?
Well, 5 more minutes. I roll over.
We had a talk during the night with
No, I didn't.
Oh, you and Finn?
that as well, yes. but there would be an
That?
option.
I'm a that.
Yeah, that.
The situation, not the person. But we also have an option now where we could hire a certain assassin to go find the location of Dyllan's mom.
You want
And
to
check if
hire.
she's alive and confirm her current state.
Yeah, confirm her state and her location.
You want to hire Oncha?
It would be a
Well,
possibility.
the one, it gets Ansha off our back because right now Ansha doesn't have a job.
True.
And we are kind of suspicious targets that maybe, you know, someone out there might target us.
That's
So at least now we know what Ansha's doing. So that's 1 stone. And then 2 stone, we get information on Dyllan's mum, who we are concerned about.
He's a neutral
Currently have
asset.
no idea where they are.
I'm handing everybody breakfast I made, as usual.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
By the way, while that is happening, Felix, make a quick perception roll.
Perception.
Yep.
That sucks. +5, that's a 12.
Well, that's enough. Next, you see something lying next to your sword, next to Ironstone.
What is it? I take it.
Well, it's a mask. Kat, if you'd like to describe it again.
yeah, it's like a really finely, ornately made face of, I guess, what Phane would assume Felix would look like as a person, but with like filigree and like really sweet designs on it. It's carved out of stone, but it's like a solid block of stone. But they tried to find the nicest stone that they could in the area to have it carved out of.
Without saying anything, could I ascertain where this came from? Can I like connect the information I have with Phane measuring my face and whatever to know that this is from Phane?
Make an insight check.
Insight. That's an 18.
Well, you have a fairly decent idea that it's from the handiwork. It probably would be either Tar or Phane Justin.
Yeah.
I have a drawing of the mask I'll send to you later on.
Yes, please. I will sit down because I don't need breakfast. Instead, I have this mask in hand. I will sit down within the group and say, "This is beautiful. Did you make this?"
Oh, cool. Where did you get that?
It was lying next to Ironstorm.
Ah, it's not cursed like Ironstorm, is it?
I certainly hope not, though I have a suspicion who made it. It's beautiful, Phane.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just continuing to eat.
Is this for me?
Doesn't fit me. Looking at the size of that face, I have a very sharp jawline. That jawline doesn't suit me, so I assume it's not for me.
Anyways, so going back to speaking about Oncha, right? So we are thinking of hiring him. Dyllan, what do
Yeah,
you think?
so-
It's your mom. Do you think it's okay to trust this assassin
If
who's...
he's that good, I would trust him, yeah. He's probably gonna do it for money, so if he gets paid, he's gonna do it.
I don't think we should trust him. I think we should trust that he cares about his reputation.
Yeah, and about his money.
Good, because he's already double-crossed us once.
Now here's the catch.
Go on.
Hiring him would cost us 12,000 gold.
Damn.
It's a lot, but also, it's not like we are being able to spend this gold here. Now, if we were in a city like Panako, then I'd be like, no, we could use that to do things. We're in a jungle, and most of the things that live here don't use gold.
In our case, it would cost us 10,000 gold and 20,000 silver.
I think we have that much.
Yes, we
don't
have that. This is the way we could make it work.
Well, do we have any leftover cash after that?
Some.
You know,
We still
I'm
have 500 platinum.
oh, well, that's a lot. Then that's
Yeah.
fine.
That's 5,000 gold. Yep.
Yeah, and some gold will be left over and some silver as well. And
I'm
like a 10,000 copper or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sure once we get to the Yuan city, we can drop them blind. It's fine. And
I think-
their temples must be filled with gold and things like that. It's fine. Or if we don't want to do that for some pointless moral reason, we can tell Morden once we come back that we need to be compensated for the amount of cash we lost there. He's a businessman. He might agree.
Yeah, but we agreed to the deal beforehand.
Yeah. But like these are unexpected expenses.
I don't think he'd appreciate post-negotiation.
But he's a businessman. If he wants
Yeah, and
us,
as a businessman knows his position.
From what I've heard, he's interested in making as many deals.
Yeah,
as
you
possible.
go ahead and convince him that you want money out of it. I'm done after this. But you do, Utah. Do you feel you can get money out of Morden?
maybe I'll stick to robbing the temples.
More power to you.
I think compared to a bunch of coins, your soul weighs quite a bit more.
Yeah, Ty, you have
Sure.
a heavy soul.
Okay.
In importance is what I meant.
Yeah, important fat soul.
That's a fat ass soul you got there.
Where's Cake? She has to write down the
Yeah.
number on the card.
I'll write it down. Fat ass soul.
Oh my god. Well,
I believe
soul
as much
weight
as this should be a group decision, I think Dyllan should have the last call on this.
That's true. It's his mom.
Well,
So
if everybody is okay with the gold, I would like to hire him.
okay.
I'm cool with it.
Let's do it
All
then.
right.
Where did you agree to meet him? Justin?
No meeting. Just dump the money down. Thank you, Felix, for using my name. Just dump the money down the well. He'll find it.
Oh, you want to go down the well. Okay, cool. Here's the thing. You need a path to go back through the village because it's trapped. A lot.
So you can go dump the money then? Because you know where the traps are?
Yes, since I laid all the ground ones, yes.
Cool. So you can go dump the money in the well.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that.
That's what Ansha said, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but by the well.
Yeah.
By the well.
Yeah,
actually.
not
By
in
the
the well.
Single coins in the
Just
well.
single 10,000 gold pieces, just singling.
Down
Single
the well.
pieces. Yeah.
You can just Scrooge McDuck then and jump into the well and swim in the
And then break all your legs.
That's
Yeah.
his problem, not ours.
I don't know how that duck does that.
Yeah. He's a dog. Maybe all dogs can do that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen a
Of
dog
course.
jump into a pile of gold.
Oh, true.
Should I go then? It's not too far from where we are, right?
Yeah, we're close by.
Okay.
I think we said we're like 15 minutes away.
Right. But why do you do that? Zahavah says, guys, I need a bit of time for myself. I'll be close by.
Be careful.
What?
No worries. And she wanders off into.
Yell if there is monkeys around.
Oh god.
She kind of like a finger over her shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, if Zahavah wants, she can be the one to go and put it in the well. I can just give
Nah,
her
she
instructions.
she has wandered off into
Okay,
a bit of
cool.
forest.
That's fine.
All right. While you go and drop off the gold, and Tar, I don't think this is somebody we would want to challenge with tricks. Just put down
That would
12,000
make
gold.
Tar want to challenge them more.
No.
Felix, oh my god, have you learned nothing of Tar?
I have, which is why I'm saying this.
You accuse me of that.
I didn't know. It's not an accusation.
That's
Tar
fine.
now wants to challenge Onsha.
No, I was 100% thinking of doing this with Felix.
I know, man. I know. I don't
Okay,
think.
okay, yeah.
Man.
I do not
I
think this hired assassin is in a league we want to fuck with, as Zahavah would say.
Sure.
That is how Zahavah would put it.
All right, all right. Count it out and I'll take it.
Yep. Happened. Canon.
Great. So I'm gonna.
Is Felix counting it out like Caleb?
No.
1.
No, I'm super quick, man. I'm a robot. I'm like.
True.
Great.
Okay. So how much do you have left after that?
I don't have the exact amounts written down because I think Zahavah has the thing, but I'm pretty sure we have like 26,000 silver and 10,000 whatever the fuck gold. So
Okay,
if you
and
use
5,000
10,000 gold and 20,000 silver, we're up there.
Yeah, or 5,000 platinum, right? You have that as well.
Yeah, we have 485 platinum or something. Yeah.
Whatever, we have cash. It's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't done.
But I would
You have-
rather use the gold and the silver
Right.
than the platinum because carry weight and things.
So I'm gonna take the bag of loot. I'll go invisible just in case
Okay.
anything is hanging around, and I'll just make my way to the well.
Right.
And once we're at the well, I'm gonna open the bag, and I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and I'm going to take out one singular gold piece.
Mm-hmm.
And with, let's say I have some chalk or charcoal with me, or like some writing implement where I write down shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're a tinker. You definitely would have. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to just scribble on that one gold piece, tip, and put it in the bag, and then put that into the.
Okay.
That's amazing. Just one gold piece.
He's charging 12,000. I'm going to just write tip and put it in the bag and put it near the well. I'll kind of make a rough, shallow hole next to the well, stuff it in, and put like a mound there, like put a stick on the mound so that it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, obviously hidden. Right.
Yeah.
While she's gone, I will walk over to Phane,
Mhm.
hand the mask over, and say, "Could you help me put this on?"
You want to put it on?
Yes, please. It's beautiful.
Okay. How does that work?
Watch what I do and do it in reverse. And you can see that the bolts that are in at their temple kind of jetting out, and I take off the mask. And I don't think I've ever shown Phane. But underneath the top part of the skull or the head is basically like a beam, just the top part, and there's just two lights, two eyes, and nothing underneath. So everything from like nose down is just empty underneath the mask. And then you can hear that the voice isn't coming from the mouth, but just from within, and they say, "I need help putting it on, though."
Yep. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Can you what?
Can you see this?
Yes, I can see very well. Nothing has changed. It's a wooden mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I take the stone one and place it where the face was.
And the bolts
Hoping that it fits.
reattach. Thank you.
That's
It
good.
feels heavy.
Is it weighing your face down? Do you feel the weight of friendship, maybe?
Yes. No.
Oh god, design flaw.
It is
Just
heavy,
face
but
plant.
I think I will get used to it.
It'll force you to like lift your head up higher when you're not wearing it. You know.
It's good for your posture.
It's good
Yeah.
for me. Now I have to be
Yeah.
conscious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be proud when you have a stone head. No, it looks good.
Thank you. I will have to check some reflection sometime.
I mean, I have many mirrors on me, but they're also that I can bask in my awesomeness.
Understood.
You could maybe borrow one. I hand Felix a pocket mirror.
They take it. Thank you. And then not check themselves out, but just put it away.
I take one of mine out and just fix my hair.
It looks good.
Getting long. It needs to be cut.
I have no reference. So
We should get you a wig.
I oppose to that simply because it would get in the way.
The point of hair.
It is?
To get in the way, but look fabulous when doing so. And Phane takes his little, like the little ponytail that he has,
Yeah.
and just like flicks it and shortens
Just,
him out of.
yeah. And it's like so humid that it doesn't really flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really do
Yeah.
what he was hoping for it to do, but it's just like, was my point made?
Yes.
There's a little.
Now that you say
Bad
that,
attempt
though,
at a
I am
ponytail
afraid that I will break the mask in combat.
That's okay. Things are made to be broken.
It would be better if it held for a bit longer, though.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't wear it, what was the use of making it?
You are correct.
I'd rather it break while you're wearing it than not be worn.
And break.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I won't.
He says very like sternly as he walks out.
All right.
We're off
Okay.
to
We'll wait for
do
Tor
whatever
to
we are
return.
doing next. Oh, waiting for Tar.
Right.
I'll be
To leave.
No, I'll be back in like I'm not doing anything extra there.
Okay. So, well, you are walking half an hour. So because you are 15 minutes away from the village, you have to get there. You have to get back.
Yeah.
So make it 45.
Yeah.
Just roughly. All right.
The whole time I haven't even touched Ironstorm.
Okay,
I've just
that's
left
fine.
it where I have it left.
Yeah, I mean that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get to what's happening next,
Mhm.
I shall top up my coffee, and we shall be back.
That's a great idea. I have to go and have a snack.
Same.
B or B?
Hello. How's the new place?
It's nice. It's super nice. I'm growing very used to it.
Excellent.
Yeah. This is the second week of like being back to work.
Right.
And it's great.
Nice.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of bugs me about it is a very normal thing is that I have to walk 3 floors down to get my mail or do anything because I'm on the 3rd floor, and that I didn't have to do that before. I was on the 1st floor before, so.
Oh, right. So first floor as in ground floor, or
1st floor as in 1st floor, not ground floor.
okay.
Yeah,
right.
1st above ground.
Right. Yeah, I'm on the 2nd floor, so.
Yeah, and I mean it's no big deal, but it's just like every time, like on Saturday or Sundays, when I'm like, oh no, I have to get out of the house and I have to walk downstairs now. Yeah, especially if it's for something very small, like I don't know, like sending a letter or getting my mail or whatever.
Yeah, I have to go down to get my mail.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst.
Yes.
Or doing laundry, Jesus, so far down to do laundry.
Oh, you have to go to the cellar, or?
Yeah, it's like a shared laundry room.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I have my washing machine in the bathroom, so.
Yeah, my flat is too small for its own washing machine.
How big is it?
It's just a 2-room apartment. So it's I have like a living room and this room, and then a bath and a kitchen.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and like a fairly large balcony, which is super nice.
Very nice.
I have like an overview of the entire city.
Yeah, I mean, that's very sufficient. I mean, I live in too much space, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I like it. I don't like flats that are too big because I don't have that much stuff. So I like to keep it like.
Well, I do have a lot of stuff, and I didn't used to live here alone, so.
True. Yeah.
And I'm too lazy to move.
That is a real problem.
It is, and I don't want to move my stuff.
Yeah, which I understand completely.
Should you ever come over here, you will see why.
Yeah.
I really want to come over again to Hanover.
Oh yeah, I mean it's.
I have to visit any of you, really.
Yes.
Damn, I've yet to do that.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. I've stopped twice in Hanover since I know you, but I never had the time to actually say hi.
Oh yeah, it's just changing trains probably.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I've been there many times by train, going to Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Berlin on Wednesday, very briefly. We had a strike at work, and the event last Wednesday was in Berlin. So got on the bus in the morning, spent like 4 hours there, and then we drove back.
Wow.
But we now got a decent offer from our employer, so worth it.
Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of like a class trip,
Yeah.
but it was cold.
This year I'm not seeing Berlin.
What, really?
Yeah. I've been 8 times. I need to do something else.
And you are going to London?
I'm going to London and I'm going to Iceland and I'm going to Manchester maybe.
That is nice.
Yeah, I want to go whale watching. It's like on my bucket list.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Iceland is on my list in general. Also, knowing somebody there helps.
Yeah, that helps
Oscar,
always.
yeah, Oscar, Emerald Samurai is from Iceland.
Oh, nice.
So
Ooh. I just want to come to Switzerland and meet y'all.
Yes, please.
yes.
Also, by the way, renting a room in a castle turns out to be kind of expensive, but definitely possible. It's not out of the question.
All right.
Because if you all like take the time and the effort to come here, then for sure, I'm all for it.
I mean, you do have the castles, which is a plus.
Yeah, and they're kind of near. They're kind of close.
I mean, everything is close,
Yeah,
isn't it?
everything is kind of close here.
It's not a big country.
So everything is within like 3 hours.
Yeah, but always past the mountain.
Exactly.
Unlike here,
Yeah,
we have sectioned our mountains off to the middle of the country.
exactly. But didn't you tell me that you didn't like being surrounded by mountains?
I don't too much. That is true.
That's so weird
Because
to
I've
me.
lived most of my life
In open space, yeah.
in open space. Yeah.
At the same time, every time I leave the country in any direction, I'm always dumbfounded at how far I can see. Every time. Like if I take the train to Germany or to wherever, really, it's super crazy because you drive or you ride the train like an hour or maybe 2 hours outside of Switzerland, and everything is just even, flat.
Yep.
And I'm like,
I
what the
think if
fuck is
you
this?
go to the highest spot of the Netherlands, you can see the whole country.
Which is the highest point is like 300 meters above sea level, right?
Yeah.
If at all.
Yeah.
Well, we have like a little corner going through Germany, and there's like it's not mountains,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's higher than we
Yeah,
call
no.
it mountains.
Mm.
Yeah, no, up there you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
like the
any.
highest point,
Yeah.
and it like connects 3 countries. So yeah.
I'm in
You
the.
make
I
a
live
whole
in
thing of
the
it.
what we call Midlands, but there are just basically there's like a strip of non-mountainous area in Switzerland that goes like through it,
Right.
which we call the Midlands, and I live in those, and I'm at 400 above sea level now, which is like the lowest point here.
Nice.
You're in the valley.
I'm in the valley, yeah, but that's just general elevation of the place, like compared to sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like to live dangerously underneath the sea level.
Yes.
Underneath the sea level, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read in a news article that parts of the Netherlands are building their walls higher to the sea currently, which is insane that we have to do that.
A little, yeah. I mean,
we like keep doing that all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checking and building higher and more, and yeah.
Insane. Also, yay for cracking 20 degrees at in Antarctica. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. That's scary.
Fucking insane. When I read that, I was like, wait, the place where everything is ice has summer? Like, has above 20 degrees? Insane.
Very.
At 20 degrees, I walk around outside in a t-shirt.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I would do that there.
I wouldn't do that there. Very correct. Orio's
Yeah.
just like,
Tomorrow we will have another storm here.
yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Yeah. By
It's
the way,
coming.
we are at 55 meters above sea level here in Hanover.
55? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Where I used to live, it's like less.
Oh yeah, I
Oh yeah.
remember
used
now.
to live
Hanover is like the place where it's low.
Well, where I
It's-
used to live before, it was 2 meters above. So you know,
okay. Was that at the
that's
coast
where
though?
that's where I
Yeah.
grew up. So
A lot of the Earth is like beneath sea level.
Yeah,
Kind of.
loads
Yeah.
of places.
Yeah.
okay, cat is back.
Cat is back.
Sorry.
No, I'll go.
Back again.
They just like literally when I went to the for break, my auntie and my mum came and
Oh.
like, hey, I was
No
like, I should probably
worries.
say hi and be polite and all that, you know. So what I miss?
Nothing. We were just chatting
Oh,
about.
just chatting. Oh,
Levels.
We were talking
sorry.
about the elevation above sea level that we live at.
You can start without me. Oh,
No.
good.
Not really. Okay.
Oh shit.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Okay. Oh. Did cat freeze? I guess
Yeah,
so.
she froze.
That's not a natural pose.
Yeah, she must have gone to speak to her relatives. It's good. It's fine. Let's keep
Okay.
going.
Right. Let's give it a few more minutes and see if she's back because
Yep.
things.
Bigger things.
Oh boy.
That's always good. DM decides, oh no, we can't keep going because of things. Important enough that everybody must be here.
Yeah. Well, I have some things
Meanwhile,
planned.
I'm trying to organize another D&D session going on tomorrow for brand new DM. So, logistics.
Oh.
Sorry. If it's loud.
No worries, really.
There's just a lot of people around right now, so I might have to move at some point.
All right.
But for now,
Lock the doors.
this is an open space.
Climb onto the roof.
What?
I'm tempted to go outside.
I'm not. Well, it's currently not raining.
It's only sprinkling here.
That's
Spitting,
nice.
really.
That's
Like-
nice.
But it's supposed to get pretty warm this weekend. As in 15 degrees, which is...
Which is quite warm.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
February, so...
Well, I mean,
Because-
we haven't had snow once this year.
Same.
Not even
39
once. Not
today?
staying snow.
Hey guys, let's play.
Sorry.
True.
Okay, so when you return, Tar,
Yeah, I'm back.
right? Zahava's still a bit. It's still off. You don't know where. And you all are already gathering your stuff. I guess you just gather your stuff. I don't know.
Yes. I'm packing
we're
up camp.
heading. We're walking downriver, right? Until we meet.
But we're waiting on Zahavah.
If she wants to follow us later, I can leave marks on the trees at her eye level, which would be easy for her to pick up.
Think about what happened last time she traveled alone. Or in the.
When did she travel alone?
I mean, if she stays within earshot, we're good. But
Yeah, is she following behind us or is she actually off?
She's currently in the forest doing something.
being a bear, probably.
Does she mind if we continue on? Metagaming? Is it okay?
I mean, we can leave marks. I think that's fine.
Okay, so while you gather your things, everybody, what's your passive perception score?
Low. 11.
10.
15.
So just 10 plus your perception value.
It's 10.
Right.
11.
So,
Yeah, 15. And Taylor, what's yours?
13.
13. Okay. Felix.
Yes.
You kind of, out of the corner of your eye, you notice a kind of flash of orange light very briefly.
A flash of orange light.
Yeah.
Well, I pointed out to the others. There was a light over there, orange. Can I inspect and see what it is?
Right. So while you are still, pointing that out to the others, a figure approaches from that direction, dressed in fine, dark clothes, black hair. Have met Mr. Morden.
oh shit, he heard me. I mean,
Well,
what are you
hello.
doing here? Hi. I mean, we didn't expect you here so soon.
I'm just decided to check in.
Oh, you wanted to check in now? Great.
We're doing great. We're on track. We're heading where we're meant to be heading with the amount of information we had, taking not like the most direct route, but the most direct that we have with the information at hand and the tools at hand.
If you had checked in one day earlier, you could have helped with some stuff. But
Why would I do that?
well, you have a vested interest in our abilities to recover your property, right?
Well, you are on the task.
Indeed.
You are not irreplaceable.
Hmm.
And he kind of looks around. It's quite the uncomfortable climate, isn't it?
Speaking of which, how on earth did you get from Starfall to here?
Magic? How else?
Oh, great. So, just out of curiosity, once we are done with your little task, can you magic us out back home? It would
I feel like the answer's going
greatly
to be like
save.
for a price.
No, it will greatly save the time it would take for you to deliver your thingamajig to
Yeah, we have to
your
deliver it
employer.
to your door. That was the agreement as well.
Yes.
To your door.
It was.
So, yeah.
So I could provide assistance for.
But it'll just take another month. Things could happen at sea. It could just get lost, go down the waves to the bottom of
Yes,
the ocean.
you could indeed.
It would be a problem. We would lose all of us, also, of course, and our services, plus the thing you spend so much time and energy trying to get.
It would be a minor inconvenience.
Exactly. So once we're done with
Because-
this, could you just get us out of here?
What will I get in return?
The statue?
I'll get that anyway.
Yes, I mean, if you don't mind waiting, then that's okay.
Oh,
Got
I
nothing to
don't.
do with us.
You can just
I
give it
don't
back.
mind waiting. And please see it like this: should you perish, not I, but my associate also receives 2 souls.
But are
Which is
souls
quite-
as useful as bodies that can actually do things and influence the world around them?
Depends what to do with them, doesn't it?
I mean, you're making use of us right now.
I am, but competent bodies are easy to find.
As you like. I thought in that case you might have well just pick somebody from this island. They already know the terrain and would be much faster at retrieving it than us.
Well, yes, but there are factors in play that
I imagine you want to keep those factors in play, yes?
not really. See,
Lis-
it's about, let's call it jurisdiction.
Listen, we want you to succeed, and in your interests, you want us to succeed. Instead of being hostile towards each other, why don't we help each other out a little bit more than we have been? Hmm?
What do you suggest?
I
That's
suggest
just too
you.
far now.
Yeah, I'm not bargaining. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Once we're done with that, why don't you just teleport us back instead of us making the whole journey again? It took us
I'm
a
just
month.
saying, girl. I'm just saying.
I'm not giving anything in return. This should be part of the
What are
original
you
deal.
doing at space right now? If that doesn't tell you all you need to know, I don't know what does.
Well, that's
He
fine.
just arrived here out of thin air, and he's just gonna take a thing and disappear.
Great. I mean, Mr. Morton, listen, if you want to wait a 3 extra months while we bring this back through the treacherous jungle and then to the sea and then go back on a ship, which we'll have to find because apparently this place doesn't really have big ships seaworthy enough to take us to Starfall, that's up to you. That's your lookout, man.
Like I said, there is no particular rush.
That's cool then. I mean, all that's good. Original agreement still stands.
How does this look like to me, by the way?
What do you mean?
Can I see him?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can also see him. He's right there,
Okay.
and currently in the process of taking off his coat
Mm.
because it's warm here,
Mhm.
and he kind of like takes it off and folds it across his arm. He's not putting it down.
What would it cost you to help what Thor has described?
Oh,
Would
now I'm the
cost
one who's doing this.
me?
Yeah, teleporting a group of this size. What would it cost you compared to what you gain from us dying?
Hmm, that's a good question.
Because adding 3 months to your waiting time might not be a lot for you, but compared to what little you would have to spend to teleport us back, wouldn't that be worth it? I'm not suggesting, I'm asking you to
Hmm.
consider what it would entail for you.
So you want me to weigh the costs and benefits?
Yes, without expanding the contract you've already made.
You are a businessman.
Hmm. You have a mind for business.
I have a mind for logic.
That goes together to a certain extent.
It does.
Until you factor
Roll
in
conscience.
emotion and desire.
Yes, that's a part I'm just figuring out.
And he kind of like
Stop
looks
saying things.
looks you up and down now. Do you?
Ugh.
Well, then, what is it that you want?
With all due respect, nothing from you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've already found myself in quite the trouble. As it is, I don't need more. What I do need is, as efficiently as possible, helping my friends. So, within the contract that you've made, which is the best approach of completing it for your advantage? Teleporting them back with the idol to save time and resources, or letting them travel back in either a progression of that idol towards you and death of them, or just longer until you wait for your idol.
Like I said, there is this pesky issue of jurisdiction, but I think if you can make it back to what's that place called? Panako, the city in the middle of this place.
We're familiar.
I could arrange something there. It's a location that is sympathetic to my associates'
We just as like players.
specialization. Sorry, what
Do
was that?
we? Sorry, I shouldn't have cut. I'm so sorry. We don't know what the flashlight that shipwrecked us originally was yet, do we?
You don't.
And him saying all this jurisdiction stuff, is that kind of like because the faiths here are different? Can I make
That's
that
what I
assumption?
think, but he hasn't actually told us.
Yeah, can I make a insight or something check to see if that's kind of what he's trying to get at?
Yeah, make an insight check, sure.
It's gonna be really hard against him, but that's an 11.
Oh,
Wait, insight? No, that's 12.
Yeah, he's hard to read.
Yeah, he's incredibly hard to read. But I
Yeah.
can, as a player, still make that assumption if I want.
Of course. I mean,
And as a character,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
But
just not confirmed.
Anyways,
And that would be
what
why-
else are you here for?
sorry?
You say, Justin. Okay, then I'll just say, besides general checking up on your assets, what else are you here for then? It's a long trip.
It's not really. I mean, as I said, I was brought here by magics, not. I didn't walk the distance.
Didn't answer my question either.
Which one?
What are you here for?
Like I said, checking in on you.
You want an update, blow by blow, or personal confirmation about how we feel?
And he kind of like looks around, finds a tree stump, kind of like takes out a handkerchief to get some of the stuff off it, sits down, crosses his legs, folds his hands, and says, "Humor me."
Well, we had a very exciting boat ride on the way in. The sea's beautiful, great ship, by the way, great crew. Unfortunately, they all died horribly. Then
There was a tsunami.
Yeah, there was a tsunami of all things, but nothing we couldn't handle, because we are just a talented group of adventurers. We crashed upon a shore, befriended the natives, and scored ourselves a ticket up the river where we faced perilous trials and tribulations and temples and terrors. And right now we are amidst a raging war which we have no side in and no part, yet need to find our way within enemy territory. And that's where we are right now, pretty much.
Sounds.
Applause.
Ting 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 ting.
There we go. There we go. Thank you. As Phane bows and
That sounds quite exhilarating, I have to say.
I may have tweaked a few small, just for enticement purposes.
Right, but a tsunami sea. Well.
Out
That
of
is
nowhere, too.
Big flash of light, apparently, from shore.
not from shore, from behind you.
Yeah,
So from
from
the
out
sea.
of-
but seen
yeah.
from shore.
Yeah. Well, somebody apparently takes notice.
Yes, I was unable to determine where that came from, or who or what was responsible, unfortunately.
Well, in this case, I can assure you for free that it wasn't me or my associate.
But then again, you don't have a jurisdiction here, so...
Well, yes, exactly.
So what jurisdiction are we in?
Well, as much as it... Well, this place... this jungle here... that would be dear Beelzebub's territory.
So what you're saying is just another name
in the
from
infernal
your
hierarchy.
part of the universe?
Well, no, in the infernal hierarchy, yes. He might be going by a different name here, probably.
That is a question I was about to ask, but you just answered it.
Yes, the devils go by different names in different places, obviously, which doesn't mean that they are not present everywhere.
What about the pantheon? Is it the same gods, different names?
Gods, well, the way I have been informed is that they are less physical than the infernal hierarchy or that scum of demons. They are more forces of energy that combine in different ways. So they might be the same, they might be slightly different. I'm never really bothered with that bunch, to be honest.
Interesting. Because for a second there you sounded like the Hells and the Abyss would be more global than deities.
No. That's not the case.
Just perceived differently, I see.
Yes. Well, there are also some places that consider the infernal hierarchy to be a force, usually consigned evil, and not properly segmented and sorted like it actually is.
And what segment do you reckon would cause a tsunami to stop you?
Well, therein, that's the interesting question at the moment. It could be one of the other archdevils, potentially. It could also be some of that divine force that has found out about our plan. But a direct intervention would have been... Oh, I don't even remember when the last one would have occurred. But should the divine powers have an eye on you, things could get even more interesting for your little troop.
As we understand, this idol is one of chaos, I believe. Was it?
Of order, close.
Of order. Close. Opposites, tricky. And it hasn't got any other significance that you haven't been, maybe withholding from us, that maybe, now's the time to tell us so that the divine, don't interfere as much.
None that I have been made aware of.
I'm going to insight check just because it's what I would do, even though I'm bad at it.
Go ahead.
Can I help?
No.
Okay.
3.
Can I make my own
5.
then?
You can't just go into a huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make
I
it
mean, yeah, I got a 5, but like,
okay.
Fuck.
I'm only saying it because I would be trying to, when I say that, work out what he's saying, but I know I can't like cast detect thoughts on this dude or
Yeah,
anything.
I just rolled a.
Friggin'
I have a
ring.
9. Rolled a 4.
Yeah, he is inscrutable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems
I don't know why I keep
perpetually
trying.
amused.
Mhm.
He can probably see us, like our eyes darting to try and
Yeah.
work shit out, and he's just like giggling at us, like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's just he has this permanent grin.
oh my god. I hope my ambient noise isn't too bad.
No,
Sorry,
no,
we'll,
it's
like,
not
walk
bad at all.
around.
I bet no worries.
Okay, sorry. Nathan. Sorry.
Well, you've gained a lot of information.
I have. Thank you.
And I don't suspect. Not even gonna finish that sentence. Nothing.
I have.
Yes.
Oh, you're not. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
finish
missed
my
it.
sentence.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you're here for?
I don't know. Do you have anything to offer that might make it worth my while to stick around?
Absolutely not.
Nothing but entertainment. We offer you pure and anything entertainment. Just pure, simple. I can tell by the persistent grin on your face that you're already enjoying our show we're putting on for you. If you hang around, you may see more.
I just
Oops.
might.
Why did you delete our friend?
That wasn't that fun. Stop being so loud.
Oh, there you are.
There you are. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to move.
Yeah, but you were briefly gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sat on my mouse and it just deleted the page.
I
Don't
know
sit
that
on
one.
mice.
They are squishy.
Yep.
Well, when you put it like that, I mean, we are literally out in the woods.
It's a jungle, it's not woods.
I could accompany you a bit, if nothing else, on my agenda at the moment.
For free, I assume.
Purely for my own amusement.
I will tolerate your presence.
Oh. I mean, I suppose if we have to, then we do have to. Alright, well, we are still walking up on this river. Slowly.
Yeah, we leave camp.
Without magic.
Up the river or
Where we need to go, further where we need to go, just
okay,
walking
so
instead of
downriver.
downstream.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Down
Because
the
upriver would be going back.
Yeah. By the way, I still haven't picked up Ironstorm.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I know.
Great. Well, we're going to start walking slowly and without magic, so feel free to trail on.
All right.
Let's go, team.
Okay. And so you start walking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you get 120 feet away from the sword, Felix powers down.
Oh,
Ah,
say now this is really entertaining. We're having a back and forth with a sword. What do you think of that?
Is it a cursed item? Does it have a personality?
I don't really know. I know that it doesn't like me. Is that a personality?
I don't know if you can call
Well,
it a
that seems just common sense, doesn't it?
I mean, one would assume so, but it's a mixed bag with people, I like to think.
Well, the question is, does it speak? Speech is an indicator for sentience. Not intelligence, but sentience.
Yeah, it talks.
well, then it might just be more than just a simple curse. And he kind of like walks up to Felix and kind of pokes the chest plate. Nothing happens.
Wow.
We should go get the sword.
Is it more powerful than you?
Well, I'm not
What
that.
happens if I go pick up the sword?
You can try.
Yeah,
More
I'm gonna
powerful.
go.
I'm not that powerful, to be honest. I'm just
The errand boy?
well. I'm just well connected.
I'm gonna go pick up the sword.
Okay. Yeah, you
Just
pick up
pick
the
it up.
sword.
Cool. I take it and I
Yeah.
stick it in the ground near Felix.
Okay. Well, as soon as you walk back, 5 feet,
Yeah.
Felix comes back to the. Yeah. Yeah.
What
The sword
happened?
doesn't
Oh,
move.
you got too far from your body.
I just figured I might hold Ironstorm for a bit because, it'd probably annoy him to be wielded by one so weak as me.
Last time someone else had question for the DM. Last time someone else had the sword, I attacked them. What happens here? Because this is not like a heightened emotional thing, but what happens here?
Nothing.
Cool.
Oh, you're cool with me just swinging this thing around?
Oh, wait, give it to me. Let me see if I can balance it on my nose.
Here you go. Use it as a tool for entertainment purposes.
I'm gonna stick it on my head and see if I can balance it.
Make either performance or acrobatics.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so you don't have to hold it? We just have to annoy it?
Apparently not. I am glad
Performance
this
or
is the case.
acrobatics, whichever one.
Performance or acrobatics.
That's pretty bad. 16 for acrobatics.
Well, that's pretty bad, she says.
Oh, look at 3, y'all.
As long as none of you feel changed by what the sword is, I am glad to not be carrying it.
Well, that's how you find out that it is very well balanced.
Don't worry, Felix.
Which Felix knew, but
yeah.
Hey Felix, if it's becoming heavy on you or your heavy soul, it's fine. We can hold on to it for a while and give you a break.
I'm glad. As long as it
Don't
doesn't
get separated because then he will power down.
As long as you doesn't change you.
Oh, please, that sword's never even met me properly.
Yeah, that's all can try.
It shouldn't.
If we get separated now, somebody's gonna get stuck with a powered down Felix.
I mean, I'm more concerned if we would get stuck with a
sword.
A demon.
The only thing I will say is that it would be quite inconvenient if we are in a conflict and the person carrying the sword happen to be further away than I can handle.
Exactly. I could always dimension door you closer to it.
That's another spell slot. Right.
Yeah, but I'd probably be dimension door away anyway, so.
What now?
I'm not sure. Don't magic users know about spell slots?
Not all of them.
We have spell limitations.
I do not know how this works. I pray to a concept and it gives me powers.
Magic is kind of exhausting.
Yeah.
So.
I know my limits. I can do
Hey Dyllan, catch this for a minute. And I yoink the sword to Dyllan.
Oh, it's gonna stab Dyllan.
Whoa. Dyllan, make an acrobatic check, please.
Yes, you're gonna throw a sword at me.
I'm not like throwing it to you like blade first.
Yeah, broadside forward.
Yeah. It's more than entertained by these shenanigans. We living up to our promise.
Maybe. What do you roll?
Wait.
Oh yeah, still looking for dice. All right, fair.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
7.
Wow.
Okay, you don't. Okay, so you think you're not, you see. Okay, I'm not gonna catch it the way it is coming at me. So you get out of the way. You don't hurt yourself, but it like kind of lands on your foot, and it's like. Poof.
Ow! It's oh my god.
Sorry, I thought you'd get that. Well, I mean, you can hold on to it for a bit if you want. Or Phane, or I can. Whatever you like.
I am glad it is not on me, but I wouldn't want you to carry a burden I caused.
It's fine. My soul's
It's a little bit
already
heavy
heavy.
for me. I like my light bow.
I'll carry it for a bit.
Okay.
Um, Felix, isn't it?
It is now, yes.
May I inspect the sword? I'm not touching it if you don't want to.
I am not paying anything for anything, but
Oh,
you
no,
are
no, no.
free to, without influencing it, touch it.
Oh, well. And he walks over to Tar and... May I?
What?
Oh,
If you want to
No.
talk to it, you can just speak. It hears.
Yeah, you can just speak to it. It'll speak back.
But if you want to inspect it, feel free to do so.
Oh, great. Now you want to let him explain. Fine. I hold it up.
he takes it.
You just,
You
just as
notice,
he takes it, I'm going to let it go. So it kind of I'm holding the hilt, but I just kind of
right?
change it so that the blade points downward. So and then I give it to him.
All right. Well, he is careful to handle it. Apparently, he's not used to work with martial weapons.
It's a bit heavier than usual swords.
It is. And yeah, you can see it's definitely not something he's used to.
Yeah.
But everybody who wants to can make a perception roll.
I will. Fuck this die, man. Why is it not capable of rolling above 10?
16.
Perception, you said.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Dyllan, you see Morden's eyes briefly flash in a reddish orange color as he kind of looks up and down the sword. It's just very brief moment. The rest of you miss it. Interesting.
Yes, laser
Well.
scan eyes. Cool.
Well, I don't think a conversation is needed here. But all right. And he kind of holds it. Who will take it back?
I'll take it back.
And he holds it in both hands, kind of offering you the hilt. You know, the blade flat on his hands and offering you the hilt.
Oh boy.
So
I grab it fast before he tries a trick.
You take it. But he's offering it in a very polite, safe manner. He knows you see, he knows that about weaponry.
Yeah.
Well, was that enlightening for you? Did you all have a nice chat?
That was yes. My suspicions, well, not suspicions. My theory was validated.
Must be nice to get validated.
That it is a sentient and cursed item.
Yes, that as well.
Surprise, surprise, we knew that. Just a bit too late, it seems.
Apparently. But you apparently decided to wield to pick it up, so...
An uninformed decision.
Those are... those can be useful, if dangerous. Like breaking and entering into another person's home. He says, looking at Tar and Phane.
Don't know what you're talking about.
There would be something to be said about
fix his floor? Yeah, we did.
the punishment fitting the crime, but I'm not going to go into that conversation with you.
Anyone would think that we took a lot of stuff from your place. None of us did a thing. Just overreacting drama.
Well. Anyway.
Shall we continue?
Yes. Shall we?
We shall.
I'm
Well-
going to stay in the back and keep an eye on
I
Morton.
was about to say, forgive my distrust, but please walk where I can see you.
All right.
Oh, well, if you're keeping an eye, then I'll go ahead and scout.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you want to continue down the river,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. Then, how are you gonna scout? Are you just gonna keep an eye out, or do you want to?
Oh, is Butterfree still with us? Still with us.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
The
know.
giant dinosaur bird.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan,
Oh.
by the way, you do you want to ride him or anything? Because he's pretty good at taking us in the air. He took me last time.
Oh, I would definitely try.
Do you want to scout ahead then? You'll
Sure.
probably be better at it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you go ahead on Butterfree and see what you can see, and then circle back and let us know.
Before it takes off, I will cast 8 on the group.
Okay.
Just up to 3 creatures. I will choose Dyllan, Tar, and Phane, because they're the only ones here currently.
Okay,
Just +5 to max and current HP
got it.
for the next 8 hours.
Okay. Nice.
That's such a good spell.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I can just throw that at the beginning of whatever the fuck, and you have 5 more HP, which is great.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll stay on the ground then while Dylan goes up on Butterfree, I guess.
Okay. Make a animal handling check first, though.
Yes.
Hmm.
17.
Okay. Yeah. Butterfree is definitely down to allows you to get on him and sorry,
Okay.
get on and ride.
Cool.
I mean, you probably also bribed him with food again, so
Yeah, I continuously are bribing animals with food.
okay, right. Well, I mean, you have quite a few animals with you.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much, but you have your lizard and your what are they called?
You got a bunny.
Mirage, yeah.
Unicorn bunny. Yeah.
You got a bunny and a
Unibunnies.
Larry and a Butterfree. They're
Well,
all
Larry is probably in the necklace, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
Larry's so slow on land.
Actually, Larry could
Yeah.
just kind of swim in the river and
Oh,
come with us
shit.
that way.
Just have the time of his life.
Yeah, it's been cooked inside for a while.
He can handle a crocodile, man. Don't worry about it. He's a giant magical lobster. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're walking because these boots are made for walking.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm not even wearing boots. I'm a robot.
no.
Wow. Mm.
I will, of course. Can I watch more than while drawing a map? I can also do just a crude map, just very basic.
Yeah, that's possible for sure.
So I flip my hand to the pen and start making maps.
All right. Dylan, what do your elf eyes see?
Right. So Dylan, you
Yeah.
ride up. How high do you want to go?
Just high enough to see over the trees.
Okay. So you get.
Oh, it's jungle, so it might be very high trees.
Well, they are not mammothy high, but dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can go above the tree line, but you don't want to go exceptionally high. Okay, good to know.
I just got
Right.
on. I just.
Yeah. Okay, so you fly up and make a perception roll.
14.
Okay. So you see the jungle in front of you, or well, all around you, pretty much. You see some birds flying around. You don't see anything big that seems to be moving anywhere for the moment. And looking along the river, you also don't spot anything on there immediately. So you don't see any boats or large groups of individuals that would be in your path.
Yeah, okay. So the
From
road seems clear.
yes.
Cool.
You want to stay up there or?
Well, I'll fly down until,
Okay.
and then maybe get up again and keep an eye out.
All right. Fair.
That's fine.
Sounds
So,
good.
Because I'm riding a freaking dinosaur. I mean,
yeah,
gotta take advantage of that for as long
yes,
as I can.
100%. Also, we need to get Butterfree used to us riding him
Mm-hmm.
because we're gonna use him later for riding into enemy territory.
Yes.
You are an enemy territory.
Yeah, true.
Deeper enemy
We are just in territory, technically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Morden, do you want to ride a dinosaur at some point?
I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it.
Oh, if you're very good and Butterfree likes you, then maybe.
So adventurous.
Quick above game question. Has the group informed Felix about how their relationship to Morton has changed? Kind of like, because you trusted him first, right? We trusted him and then changed that.
Oh, you were present when he
Yeah,
visited you at home.
Yeah, I was present when the thing had already gone bad. But
Yes.
like Morton was a friend of our employer once, right?
Oh, right. You. I don't know if you have
all
told him
the
that.
time. Hey, oh.
So I'm not sure if so. Felix, I'm gonna play as Felix doesn't know Morton when they were good, on good
Okay.
terms, but only
Right.
knows him as the evil guy.
Right.
Morden just helped us once when we went to the village. I don't think he ever employed us.
No, but he was like almost boyfriend of our employer. I forgot the name of our employer. What the fuck was his name?
Dolan?
Dolan. Yes, sorry. It's been a
Hey.
long time. So they were hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Dolan and Morton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we were on the cusp of trusting that guy before he turned bad.
I mean, we kind of broke into his house way before then.
Did we?
Yeah, Tar and Phane broke into his house because we thought he was a butterfly man.
Oh, true. Yeah. See, it's good that my character that would know this is dead, because I don't know. Okay. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. So.
More than bad.
If you want to put it that way.
Bad but interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's good that Tar didn't go up on Butterfree because she has the sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a power down. We have to really think about that because it's gonna.
This is gonna fuck us over.
If somebody else has it, yes.
Eventually, you're gonna have to give the sword back. But for now, Felix is enjoying the burden-free existence.
Yeah, my fat ass soul can handle it. Anyways, yeah.
I mean,
I'm just, swinging it around a bit, mostly falling over because it's a heavy ass sword and I ain't used to that.
It was it a great sword?
It is a long sword.
It's long sword.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Right.
It can be a great sword, but it changed because I'm wearing a shield.
Oh yes.
Upon attunement, it changed to a long sword, which is why I'm playing it as it is heavier than usual swords.
Yeah.
And also, when activated, I can choose to put the +3 it has into AC. So there's when you're attuned to it, there's like a shield on the sword.
Right. So it is a +3 sword.
Yeah, but I can choose to add those to my AC instead.
All or some.
Yes.
Oh, then I can use it. Huh.
You can, yeah, but I'm attuned to it, so you can't use any of the special things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even sure if the +3 would count towards you.
Nope.
No, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right. You can choose every turn how you want to distribute
Exactly.
that +3.
Which is how my AC can go up to 28.
Right. And it is, oh no, it says any sword. Right. So it started out as presented as a great sword.
Yeah.
But then.
Oh, can you become a dagger? Hey, Ironstorm. Hey, Ironstorm.
What?
Ironstorm. Can you become a dagger?
I could, but why should I?
I don't know, because daggers are cooler.
You are not my wielder, so.
I'm just carrying you for right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, so why don't you become a dagger and make it nice and easy?
Why would I want to?
Because I'm carrying you right now.
Yes.
And it would help us get faster to our
He doesn't care
destination.
about that.
Can you
become heavier? No, I don't want to tempt him.
So can you become any kind of sword?
Any kind of sword, yes.
Can you become like a rapier?
Rapier's not a sword.
What is it then? Of course it's a sword.
It's rapier.
Rapier is a piercing weapon.
Oh.
It is not a sword.
Oh, I see. Can you become a short sword?
Yes.
Do you like becoming a short sword?
No.
Is that an ego thing? Because like you were
Yes,
short.
it is.
Wow, okay.
This is the best.
I'll not bring that up again.
Ironstorm has size insecurities. That is the literal best.
He was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh yeah, true. Nice.
Can you become a Zweihander? Is that a word?
Which would be a great sword.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's a great sword?
Yeah.
It's just a very specific kind of greatsword. But yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
But I don't think you could wield any great sword with just one hand.
No.
Yeah, which is why.
So yeah.
Can you become one of those cool swords which you hide in a walking cane?
You could hide a longsword in a walking cane if it was sufficiently big.
But like you can't change yourself to have a sheath which is also a walking cane. But you know what? I could totally make you a sheath. Do you have a sheath? Hey Felix, does Ironstorm have a sheath?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
No? Okay. I mean, you say you usually say that you keep the sword.
Sheath. Oh yeah, you're very correct. I think I took another sheath though. When we found it, it didn't have one.
That is true.
I'm just using a sheath.
Okay.
I could make you like a fan.
That was amazing.
Okay, it doesn't come with a personalized sheath.
Yeah, it just has a standard sheath,
Yeah.
which I imagine Ironstorm doesn't quite fit. I'm just dealing with it.
It's just
Yeah.
Do you want like a really cool sheath?
Why not?
I mean, that would be
Like a
nice, but
load
I
of, like-
already received quite the gift from Phane, so I'm not asking for anything.
No, I'm not asking you to ask. I'm just offering because I'm bored. And like, do you want like a lot of buckles on your sheath?
That would be
Are
great.
you asking Felix or
I'm asking Ironstorm this. Are you into bondage? I mean, it's fine if you're not. I can just get you a normal one.
Well, if it would have some dwarf runes on it, maybe spelling my name.
Wait,
I just have one request, Thor.
What?
Please make sure that Ironstorm does not feel welcome when I'm carrying it.
Oh, I can like make the sheath be like,
uncomfortable.
Well, we'll see. I mean, like, well, the point of making the sheath is so that you can draw their weapon easily without having like a problem with it. But you know what? Let me think about it.
You don't have to, but thank
I
you.
know. Oh, listen, I am dying of boredom walking in this jungle. I have to think about something. I'm gonna go crazy.
You could
Okay.
help me with this map. Do you think this should go here? And it's literally just like, do you know iRobot? The
Um,
movie? Have you seen it?
think I've not seen it. No.
Okay, the robot in there draws with just straight lines,
Oh
horizontal and
my.
vertical. This is how Felix does the maps as well.
Oh my God.
Where,
This is like a Matrix grid.
where does he draw?
He copies it. Oh no, he draws an image from his memory, I think.
Oh,
The
the
scrapyard or whatever. Yeah,
bridge thing. Right.
yeah, and it just completes it first with all horizontal lines and then
Yeah.
all vertical lines.
Right.
And this is like a mix of it, just
True.
hatching everything.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Well, I have no idea about maps. Do I think we're going in the right direction?
You're following the river.
Oh, that's right.
hard.
Yeah.
Just like make a squiggly line for the river and we're fine.
Squiggly.
Yes. Curves. Oh man, you can't do curves.
I do.
Okay.
I am able to do a squiggly line. It's just for the map, it would be inaccurate.
Okay. That is your area of expertise. I'm just going to think in my head about how I want to build or / construct the sheath now. I'm good.
Okay. Well, after that conversation offering to make a sheath, Ironstorm does become a short sword and is easier to carry.
Oh, he likes you now.
No, this is a problem. I was just trying to annoy it. Oh, great. Cool.
Okay. Become friends. That's
Oh,
awesome.
no.
The weight doesn't change.
Oh, good. That's great.
It's
But
just
it's
let him carry.
it's more compact.
Okay, cool.
By the way,
Keep going down the river.
yeah.
Yes.
Now I have a brief. I have to look something up. Sorry.
No
Uh,
worries.
Where are swords?
Dyllan is flying a dinosaur.
Yes.
Has Dyllan taken all his pets onto the dinosaur?
I think
Probably not.
Tonka is with Zahavah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know where Tekoa is.
Okay, they did it that way. Okay. A long sword you can wield one-handed or two-handed, right?
Yes. Does more damage with two hands.
Yes. So it's technically they put the bastard sword in there as well. Because bastard sword would be one-handed or two-handed. That's the name.
Felix, how many days do you think it's been since we left Panako?
I would know exactly. Can I tell?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I
2 weeks,
didn't
something.
write it down, I think.
I think we're in the third week. It's been 2 weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we're in the third week.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Wait, so we should be getting real close, right? A week away? Didn't they say it's about a month?
Yes. It's been 17 days since we left Panako.
Oh, great. So, we're close then to, well, not close, but kind of close to the end of this.
We do have to remember that we took a little break in the town.
Yeah.
So we might add a day or two, but yes.
It's a day or two. I'm surprised. I thought there might be, if there was a war like this going. I'm including Dyllan in this conversation, of course, and Phane. I thought, like, if there was a war going, there'd be like more, I don't know, like settlements, camps, something which is out of the city. So I don't know. That's what I expected to see, but so far it's just been mostly jungle.
Yeah. Dyllan, have you seen any settlements while you were up there?
No.
Not with that perception.
No, not with my.
Not with your.
It is unusual territory for us, so maybe we are just not capable of looking the right direction, watching out for the right things.
That's right, because I don't really know how this jungle stuff works. They might have like camps in the trees, which I didn't think about,
Yes.
or like underground.
Make an intelligence roll.
Just her?
Yeah, I started thinking about it.
Oh, it's good. It's a 22. 22.
Okay. Well, considering especially what you have seen so far of the lizard folk architecture, the things tend to be very close to the surroundings visually, probably especially from above. You know, they build with natural materials.
It's just everything is green, man.
Green and brown, yeah.
Green and brown.
Shapes are rounded, so yeah, things might actually be
hidden in plain sight.
You may be able to miss it. I mean, the only place that really stood out as a settlement in itself was Panaco.
That's true.
Because they had also cleared most of the natural vegetation from that island. Or as was discovered in my other game, there are no trees in Panaco.
Not a single tree in Panaco.
Nope, there are there's shrubberies and gardens, but no trees.
Awesome.
Well, not anymore. they are still there, but differently employed.
Just in buildings.
Yeah.
So it's just really well camouflaged, I guess, which we can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we might end up walking into a trap without knowing it ever.
That could be the case. I wonder if people that live here would be as confused as we are in our world.
They'd probably find it ridiculous.
Yeah. Imagine a Loxodon in the wide plains of the Empire.
Maybe might enjoy it. I don't. They're big.
No
There
way
are
to
lots
tell.
of ways to like hang out.
Yeah. They might be cold, although I'm not quite the most experienced in temperatures.
I wonder if the lizard people and the Yuan-Ti people would feel like super cold.
Yeah.
Or maybe they won't. I don't know if they were that warm-blooded.
I mean, you don't either, so.
Yeah, but like I'm Dragonborn. It's different.
It's different, yes.
I am warm-blooded.
Yeah. Dragonborn are an all-terrain species.
Yeah. There are lots of different types of us, so you know it depends on what we are all suited to.
I am quite aware. I was just noting interesting differences.
Hey, have you come across many more Dragonborn?
Not at all. I haven't come across many people.
Oh, so your awareness is all booksy awareness.
Exactly. I have a perfect recollection of all the history books I've read, but not actually been in any history.
Who was the coolest hero or inventor that you read of?
Inventor?
Yeah.
I mean, my creator is one of the most famous ones.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I don't know their name. But then again, there was this one hero where it is said that they fought a whole bunch of people all by themselves.
Oh.
Which is quite an interesting story. And the concept in general.
That's cool. Most heroes are always people who fight.
That is an interesting question. There are very few stories that talk about heroes that solve problems instead of killing them.
See, when I become a hero, I'm going to be a solver of problems.
To be fair, there is a multitude of stories where a hero is met with a riddle or a challenge, but they always seem to use force or aggressive cunning, if that makes sense. They never talk about They never seem to care about where the opposition is coming from.
Lateral thinking.
Yeah. The strongest survives and all that.
Is that how it is, like from where your master is from, Modern? Strong survives, brute force.
No, that would be more what demons do.
Ooh, so you value smarts? Cunning?
Do I look like somebody who is the brute force type?
Judging from how you held Ironstone, no.
See.
Although I do think you belong into the aggressive cunning category I just mentioned.
I can if it's best suited for the situation, but I also can be quite patient.
It's a virtue, some people say.
Don't be insulting, please.
I'm not trying to. I never try to.
Also, apparently
Do you,
humor goes over your head. Anyway.
do you
No.
think you could use your aggressive cunning to, like, spot stuff from the air, which is not usually spottable?
You want me to scout ahead? Is that it?
I mean, is on Butterfly, so
Yes.
you might have to be with Dyllan along on the ride. But if you feel like and you want to, you can try.
I mean, I have never flown on a what did you call that dinosaur?
Yes.
I mean, we're using the word in another language, but yes.
Yeah.
That's what they are called.
Yeah.
There is no other word.
Nope, it's dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's pronounced dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Oh, I'm
It
certainly
almost
willing
sounds
to give it a try.
Dylan, would you be okay with the Morden flying along for a bit?
sure.
Keep an eye on him. He's a tricky one.
I know.
Stay within. Stay close if you can.
While you're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Stay within 500 feet. Phane can come and get you in that much.
I'll stay above you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna continue right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Phane's out.
Talking with the enemy.
I can't wait for it to go bad.
Dun, 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 dun. It already went bad, probably.
Probably.
Interesting.
I don't know why he's here, and it bothers me.
Yeah, I want to check in on you. Like, what the fuck? You
No,
never
I
bothered
Tagging
before.
along.
just wasted a big spell slot to come in and check on to see if
Yeah.
he's okay.
I mean, I think it could be that he was trying to make sure that we're not with the opposition.
Who's the opposition with it for him?
I don't know. Like he said, either a different like devil or
The divine.
the deities, man. Maybe they protect this place. I don't fucking know.
Who do you think threw the tsunami at us then?
I have no idea. The problem is, right? I am not really talking to my god, so I'm not really gonna ask them about it. I could though, although
Oh yeah, you're still slightly religious. I don't think most of us in this party are super religious.
no, I
Is
am
this-
super religious because I pray every night that I live another day. So there is the religious part, but
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
you
like
are.
I'm not an advocate for the deity.
Yeah, so you are religious. Is Dylan religious? Nah.
He's a
I don't
pirate.
Pirates,
I
We
mean,
never
pirates
thought
are
about
religious.
it really as
Yeah.
yeah.
pirates have sea gods, though. Anyways, but that's cool. So
And Dyllan is very gullible, so he's like when someone tells him a story about a deity, he's like, "Oh, awesome!" And then another deity, and he's not picking sides or anything.
Yeah.
He's just excited about it.
uh, awesome. But Phane's not religious that I know of.
No, not at all.
No.
I think he rejects religion even.
Is Zahavah religious? Not that I
Somewhat.
remember.
Somewhat.
Who
Like
did she
I don't
pray?
know.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think she's ever prayed to anyone. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Not
don't
sure
remember.
if she talked about her village having some god or something, but I don't know.
Probably like Oot, which is like the
Yeah.
nature thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I don't remember cake.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, Tao believes in Bahamut, but like not to a fanatical extent, or
Yeah.
not to the sort where oh Bahamut is the savior of us all. It's just like yeah, he's like the god man.
Yeah. Tar mentioned being somewhat religious, right? Or at least protective of the god, dragon gods, like
Yeah,
of the
because
concept.
like they're the coolest ones. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's all. It's not going to be like oh the other gods don't exist. Of course they're like cool,
Yeah.
but you know the coolest one's Bahamut. That's all.
Yeah.
Even though he never answers my prayers, she
That's
doesn't
because
pray.
he's dead, though.
She don't pray though.
Yeah.
Unless it's like building stuff and making notes. That's all.
Mm.
Ain't got time for prayers. No, I am wearing like a Bahamut pendant or something. No, I'm wearing that amulet with the head of Bahamut from the Platinum Sanctuary all the way back in Taldare.
Oh shit! Yeah, you took a souvenir from another dimension.
Yeah, I still got that with me.
Not
You all
bad.
have souvenirs from that place since I took the cobalt from that area, from that mine we went to,
Oh yeah,
and made it into your little gem things.
true. Man, interesting.
We are all part of the new dimension, of the multiverse.
That is so crazy. Like if you really think about it, you've been to a different dimension
Mm-hmm.
and came back and saw a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody else has.
Yeah. And they won't even believe me.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, that's a stupid lie, because dragons are dead.
Yeah.
But they're dead here. But they ain't dead there.
Yeah. There was this weird town where everybody was religious, and then we fought a dragon and came back.
Yeah, and the guy we had to save was really kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Talked about black powder all the time.
Black powder, yes.
You wanna buy? I can't do it. That sounded more like spurt. Shit.
Did sound like Spurt. You do a great Spurt impression.
Okay.
Spurt did also a good impression into the ground, though.
Oh boy. Wait. Oh boy.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
So
play
what-
dinosaur.
We're gonna keep this a bit shorter today
Mhm.
since Cat is out and
Yeah.
Alright.
Cake
No worries.
is not here.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
would like to know if Morden was able to spy anything, though.
Okay, so well, first, okay, so you get Dyllan to land again,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see here. Yeah, Morton gets on without any problems.
I had calm emotions prepared, but then I do not finish it.
Is calm emotions just a whole new world playing?
Calm emotions is great. I like it.
It's just the magic carpet ride happening. You know?
Exactly.
Wow. And yeah, you fly up again.
Yay! It's fun, I think.
Quite pleasant, actually. Hadn't expected that. Well, since I am supposed to have a look, let's do that first. Oh, okay. That is a okay. Well, and he kind of like looks around. Well, over there, and he kind of points to the north from where you are. There seems to be a group of individuals moving to your previous position.
Is it a big army or is it just a group?
That's what he's telling them.
Sorry, shit, I'm not up there. Shit, muting
Yeah.
myself.
How do you see? But if he sees it and points it out, can I see it then?
Make another perception roll.
Perception. 21.
Yeah, now you see it. There is. It looks like about, let's say, 20 individuals moving through the jungle in a formation.
Oh my god, how didn't I see that before?
You rolled low.
True, but that's what Dyllan asked himself.
Yeah. The river actually seems clear for now. And and back there, that troop seems to have had an encampment. But you should be able to move freely for a bit.
They are following us, the group of 20.
No, they are. So you are moving this way,
Yeah.
and they are coming this way.
Okay.
So probably from what you've heard before, that might be the UNT ground force that was expected in the village.
Oh yeah.
So, I would have expected them to have scouts in the air, but apparently those have been, well, I'm assuming that you've acquired this mount from them.
Yes.
Well, might be to your advantage for sure. So while we are up here,
Oh no.
I'm aware that you are also have a personal investment in this place.
Yes. You told me about that.
I did. Any progress?
Not really. We got in connection with my brother, but he seemed weird.
Weird.
Not like himself.
Or, well, not like himself, or maybe his priorities changed?
Yeah, maybe. But it didn't feel like he made that decision himself.
Well, I might be able to assist you there if you wish. For a price.
Yeah. I thought that was what's going. And what is that price?
Well, depends on what you would require, what your desire would be. What is it that you want?
I just want my mom to be safe.
Your mum to be safe. Well, that certainly could be arranged. The safety of your mother. What would be a fair price for that? Would you consider a favor owed at a later time to be appropriate?
What kind of favor is that?
That would have to be determined, but it would be of equal difficulty and importance.
I don't know. I certainly wouldn't want to lose my soul over this.
Oh, no. That would be. You wouldn't. I would just require a favor and would expect it to be given. There would be no loss of soul involved unless you deny me. What do you say?
Well, if it guarantees my mother's safety, then
It would. I could have her. Whoa.
okay.
This dinosaur is loud.
Yep.
I could have her safe and sound in a room in the Platinum Manatee in Starfall, if you wish.
Yeah, but that's only her. I don't know.
Well, that's what you
There's.
specified,
I
isn't it?
know. I'm just thinking.
Take your time. There's nothing pressuring us up here.
Do I have to decide now?
No, you can take your time.
Okay.
I shall provide means of letting me know. But it's definitely feasible for me to provide that service.
Okay. I need to think about it. I don't think it's a decision I can make on my own.
Oh, but you're a grown individual. I'm sure you have the ability to decide for yourself.
Well, if I have to decide, I would say yes, but I don't know. There's some doubt in my mind.
Oh, what doubt is that? Maybe I can dispel it.
Well, the doubt that I don't trust you.
You don't trust me, that's...
Not really.
Why not?
Because of the stories I've heard of you. And the
Which
things you get from people by kind of manipulating them to do so.
I'm not really trying not to. I'm just offering a service or a favor in return for a favor. Sometimes the circumstances are to my advantage, that is true. Like, for example, when your friends broke into my house and I
Yeah.
decided not to persecute them in return for a favor.
I just hope that the favor you're asking of me is not too.
No, like I said, it would be of equal difficulty and value. So, for example, let's just be hypothetical here. If I needed somebody rescued and brought to a safe place, then I might ask you to provide that service. I'm sure that will come up actually. So, yes, let's make it a bit more concrete. I shall have your mother safely back in Starfall. You will not have to worry about her, and in return, at some point in the future, I shall ask you to bring somebody I specify to safety.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Do we have a deal?
Yes.
Excellent. And you feel like his hand on your shoulder, and this brief shiver of some kind of energy or magic just flowing through you. It's like that kind of like you get when it's warm, but you get this cold shiver. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Dyllan. And I shall get right.
I didn't even think about that.
What the fuck? That was an amazing deal, and I agree with you. If I
It's
was
very,
Dyllan, but what the fuck, man?
it's very in character, I think.
Yeah,
Oh
extremely.
my god. I didn't even think about gold.
Okay. And I shall get right on fulfilling my end of the bargain. I shall have her send you a message when it's complete. And with that, he kind of like falls silent for a minute. You know he's sitting behind you. But he feels kind of like not present mentally for a moment.
Wow. Wow, man. What a manipulative fuck that is. Holy shit.
That was amazing. I'm so
How
proud of
amazing.
you.
I love it. It's the worst, but I love it.
I'm so proud
At
of
least
you.
your mom will be safe, right?
Listen, if we gotta suffer, all of us have to have our souls taken by somebody, okay? It can't just be the two of us.
True.
Yeah.
But three of us, because Felix also soul is bound.
Two more and we got a bingo.
Yes. So Dyllan is now part of the no soul group, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
And
deal to get rid of Ironstorm, and Zahavah is gonna make a deal to, I don't know,
become more bear.
become more bear.
Become find all the shifters or something.
Yeah.
Well, that is complete. When we land, there's just a small formality. There of course has to be a written contract. Things has to be done right and proper. But yes, it is being worked on as we speak.
They have been up there for quite some time.
Yeah, I guess they must have seen something.
They must have seen something, yeah.
Let's just ask Phane to send a message to them. Phane, send a message to them.
I think we're just gonna go down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think
they're
that's
going
Looking for
necessary. They already
messages.
sent.
Why you have that discussion? The
Mhm.
bunch of
We're
free servers
landing.
back down.
Don't send a message. It's fine.
lands.
Oh, hey. Did you see anything?
Yes,
Okay.
there is a troop, apparently military, approaching from the northeast of here
Towards us.
to your previous location.
Oh, that must be the UNT ground troop.
Yeah.
Did you see if they had any magic users, numbers, anything useful?
About 20.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Hey, we can send a message to the Loxodon, let them know how
I
far,
think
roughly how far they are and how many they are, so
I
they can
think
be
that would be a
prepared.
great idea.
Yeah,
And get
okay.
Phane to act.
Phane can decide though. Yeah.
Phane probably will do that, yeah.
Yeah. But it's
All
Hey
right.
up to
guys,
it's up to Cat though.
yeah.
Yeah, and as you land,
Boy, this was such a stupid idea from Tuck. Oh yeah, sure,
uh,
go with it.
there is a now Morton has a piece of paper in his hand and
Where did you get that?
offers it to Dyllan
Wait. What is this?
What is
with
happening
a
here?
quill just
Uh,
sign down there.
I will sign it.
Hold on, Dyllan.
It's done. It's done.
Dyllan, what have you done?
And with that, the paper disappears.
Dyllan. Morning.
So you just
What?
signed away your soul. What kind of deal are we talking about?
For my mom's safety.
For your mother's safety. Well, that's at least a noble cause. What do we have to do in return?
I have to save someone for him sometime.
I look
Unspecified.
at Gordon like I want to kill him.
Morton, I don't think you're welcome here any longer. You've got what you came for.
I think you had better leave before some of us make you leave.
Oh, for once, I would like to see you try, but I think I got even more than I intended, so I
Hey,
shall.
how would you like to kill a devil
I do
associate?
not think any rash decisions will help us here, Tor, but I think it's time for Morton to leave.
If you insist, I shall. And he very calmly unfolds his coat, puts it back on, and then starts to take a few steps away. And with another flash of that light, as has happened before, he's gone.
All right, Dyllan, I'm
That
sure you had your
sneaky,
reasons, but we need to know every detail of that contract.
that sneaky little devil fraternizing little. I feel like
Shouting will not help here, Tor.
no, but it'll make me feel better.
All
I
right.
want to destroy him. He's already got me, he's got Phane, and now he's got Dyllan. It was my fault. I should have never sent him
Just
out with
because I
Dyllan.
know how Dyllan would react, I will cause calm emotion on everybody.
Okay, I'm calm. Everything's good.
Yes, we
I
have
am dreaming
another.
about making a torture instrument for modern things.
That is a great idea. We will now just deal with what we can.
So hey, what you guys talk up there about, huh?
Yes, Dyllan, please tell us the details of that contract.
Well, in order for him to guarantee my mother's safety, I have to guarantee someone else's safety.
Was he that ambiguous? Did he say your mother's safety? What exactly?
She will be safe in. Wait, what did you?
She will be safely in a room in the Platinum Vanity in Starfall.
in Starfall.
Right now, she's in Starfall.
Oh, that's cool. He can take her to
That
Starfall.
is an actual good thing. If she is indeed safe in Starfall right now.
She will personally send me a message if she is.
Okay.
That's cool.
We'll wait on that then. Because that would mean that the UNT will not have emotional leverage against us.
But here's like the problem, man. He's gonna make us do more shit. We're never gonna get free of him.
Yes. So his side of the contract would be for us to save, I'm actually doing robot air quotes, save somebody, aka bring a person he decides to a location he decides. Is that correct?
It might not
Yeah.
even be a person. He might want to get us another like
He
devil
did
sword.
specify someone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it would be a person, or at least a creature intelligent enough to be someone.
Well, I guess devils count then.
Yes.
This is gonna be a problem.
And
Oh
he also
boy.
specified to
Oh,
safety, which means we will not be woefully walking into a trap. We will just be saving somebody from a difficult location.
I am super happy about your mom being safe right now, but I kind of, the calm emotions is helping a lot, but I kind of want to cry because I thought this was going to be the end of our contract with him, and then I'll be free to go on my way and do my thing, which is,
Oh, but this is my contract with him.
but
After
you're
this,
one.
your contract will be done.
Yes, Dyllan, but much the
I
same
think
as with Tar and Phane, we are all still in this.
I think he said we have to, as in multiple, as in all.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no,
No, I believe
I
the
have to.
the
That's
contract was
one-on-one.
just with Dyllan, but we're a
Yes.
group and we deal with problems as a group.
Yeah, I mean, you've come with us, so we won't abandon you on your thing. But still, we are under his grip for a while. This is going to be.
I understand, Dyllan, that your mother isn't here, so I will take the role of a parent. This was extremely irresponsible of you, and you should never do this again. Do you understand that, Dyllan?
Yeah, but she's my mom, so.
I know. I do not blame you for that. I blame you for doing this contract without talking about it first. Communicating with us is important.
To be fair though, he is that kind of person who tricks people into doing these things. I mean, I'm pretty smart, y'all, and Finn's not an idiot either. We got
I
time to
understand this. He's dangerous and manipulative.
We should just lay down guidelines. But honestly, we weren't expecting him here, but we should lay down guidelines next time that when he comes, we don't ask anything from him.
That is
We should
exactly what I'm saying. We should be talking about these things first before doing anything
we should
stupid.
tell Zahavah about this because she's the only one, I think, and you technically, who's not involved in a contract with him.
Yes. Now I am involved in some sort of agreement with another cursed thing, so Zahavah is the only true free person here.
Oh, good.
Also worth mentioning is that we just lost 12,000 gold.
Oh, great. Hey, you know what? We can turn that to our advantage. You know how? If he gets, and just listen to me here, I'm spitballing here. Because I'm also in a really good mood right now. I don't know why. If he gets Dylan's mom out of this place soon, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ancha's like, oh, it's my job to find her. And then he can't complete the contract. He's off our backs for ages until he tries to complete the contract. And if he fails, he has to return the money or he's an adept.
Not quite sure if that's how he would spin it, because we did give him a location.
Yeah, but it can't be helped if she's not there. He said he's going to try and find her.
Very true. I'm just afraid that he will say, I confirmed that she is not at that location, which means he has completed.
I mean, you know what? That's a pretty wimpy excuse for a master.
It is. Anyways, we will deal with this.
That's the bright side, which I'm trying to look at instead of the lack of 12,000 gold, which we have. That's cool, though. I mean, gold wasn't really going to help us.
I am glad your mother will be safe, Dyllan. I truly am.
Great. What about the rest of your crew? Didn't contract about them, huh?
No.
Okay, that's great. So we still gotta find them, right? Do you want to find them or do you not care?
I would like to find them, but.
Okay. So we still gotta find them at least. Okay. Well, just rearranging our priorities here a little. That's fine. That's cool.
At least we are mainly going for the idol now.
Yeah, but we should still find the crew. And his brother. Your brother, right?
Yes. It sounded concerning when we last talked to your brother.
We should ask Phane to do that again sometime. I mean,
also,
out of game, I think we should wait for the reactions of the others.
Yes, I didn't make a brief intelligence roll for me.
Oof.
Holy shit.
6.
What?
The cat's gonna be so bad.
6. Um,
My intelligence is low.
there is something, about finding the crew and stuff. There's something else, but it's eluding you at the moment.
Okay.
But there would be another upside to that. But it's like, you can't put your finger on it. You're feeling a bit rattled after what just happened.
Mhm.
True.
I mean, you gave that guy an open invitation right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want you to know, Dyllan, that at least I am not mad at you. It is
No.
just
That's disappointed.
not even that. It is understandable, but it was a rash decision. And I hope you understand that that has brought difficulty.
I just want you to know while I'm under this spell, which will probably fade in the next few seconds, and I will never admit this out again, I feel super guilty because now I feel like it was my fault that this happened. I was the one who sent him up with you. This is a bad idea. Oh god.
And the minute passes.
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm feeling super angry. But I've got it under control. And he's not going to kill. Correct.
Why do I see Tard at the moment just kicking rocks?
Yeah.
Angry kicking pebbles into the river.
The river has mortally insulted my mother.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
well,
man.
Right. So while you now slowly continue on your way, I think we should leave it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to know the reaction of Phane and maybe Zahavah if she's seen what happened.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for a fun game, even if it was fraught by some technical difficulties. But hey, when didn't we have those in 4 years?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Heck yeah, that's how we celebrate our anniversary with technical.
yes,
With technical
with
difficulties. How does this work again?
and another infernal deal.
Something.
Like this.
I'm just gonna do this.
All right.
Can you do that? Right,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. See you next time. Bye bye.